Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We've got another missing baby found dead case, unfortunately. We're going to be talking about the Caleb Whisnand Jr. case. They call him Baby CJ. I'm going to refer to him as CJ because the dad has the exact same name. And we'll just be saying that over and over and over. So, this one is out of Montgomery, Alabama, and it was going on at the same time the Amari Nicholson case was going on. And so I didn't see it until everything kind of kicked off. So this baby was declared missing on May 10th, and the dad was arrested like the very next day. So let's get into it. We're going to get started with the press conference with the parents where they make the plea and kind of give information about what happened. Y'all already know I'm going to throw my red flags as a completely unprofessional stay-at-home wife and mother who doesn't get paid for this. Here we go.
On Monday, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from the Circle K located on Wetumpka Highway. During that time, we discovered that a missing child had been reported missing in the area. At this time, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office would like to enlist the help of the general public to come forward with any information that they may have. They can call us at our non-emergency number, 832-4980. Or you can contact Secret Witness if you'd like to remain anonymous. What we're going to have now is we'll have the family come forward to give a statement.
No, she's not good with cameras, so I apologize. But we would just like for anybody that has any information. I don't remember a lot, but I did remember I was breaking up, with the cops. But I know that if anybody's got anything, any places that I could have gone, anybody, you know who you are.
Okay, let's just go over these first handful. Immediately when he comes down to the microphone, he says she doesn't like to talk to cameras. It's very controlling, and he's shutting her down, in my opinion. The way he's holding her to certain people, that might look comforting, but the way he's grabbing her shoulder, it's like he's holding her back. He holds her. It's just very controlling and looking. He doesn't want her to talk. Next, he says he doesn't remember much. I'm sorry, but when you lose your baby, you remember everything. You remember what the people around you are wearing. Have you ever lost a toddler in Walmart? Absolutely. That's craziness. It hints to drug use to me. Number 3, the red flag was, I broke down to the cops. If that's all he remembers is when the cops came into play, homeboy has probably got a record, but we'll get into that later. Number 2, it's like a weird message of, you know who you are. If you know where I might have been, that doesn't sound like somebody who's had a baby abducted. That sounds like, hey, have you seen me out doing something shady? Which he was. But like I said, I'm armchair quarterbacking this on Monday. So, let's get into some more of it.
Please, find him, please.
It would mean a lot. It would mean everything to us. And that's... family ain't the same without family. That's for sure. Anything else?
Any questions?
Oh, we had pictures of the baby too, but we sent them to the investigator's phone so he would have them to show y'all on the press during the press. But yeah, I don't know if y'all can see these pictures, but
This is the best I can do. He's only a month and a week old.
and there's other pictures with us together, but
I didn't.
trying to crop him and do stuff with this phone is not working very well.
Yeah.
But we sent him to the investigator. Hopefully the press gets him. I pray that they do, so that they can have a good idea of what he looks like, how close we are to the family, and how much we'd really appreciate him if he was returned.
Can you tell us?
Okay, here's a couple of more. But this like entire block of video is word salad. You're not getting anything out of him. He is not finishing sentences. He's coming up with off the wall facts. Family is not the same without family. What? Like, what does that mean? We hope and pray that you guys get the pictures out in the press. That's gonna already out there, dude. It's already been read on the news that your baby is missing. This kind of mumbling means he doesn't mean what he's saying. People that are running out of steam are hoping that you're not catching what they're saying. So it would really mean a lot to me. That ain't buying it, dude.
What's the last thing you guys remember the last time you all were together?
Saturday?
How close we were to family. And how much we'd really appreciate him if he was returned.
Can you tell us what's the last thing you guys remember the last time you all were together?
Saturday?
This is a major one, guys. They are not agreeing on the story. She's looking to him, is like, is that okay that I said that? Saturday night? Really? The last time you guys were together was Saturday night and you didn't even tell people he was missing till Monday? Big red flag. And she doesn't know what to say and if he's going to be upset. She looks to him to make sure it's okay that she just said that.
Yeah, Saturday was the last time we were together. Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yep. We were all together sleeping, and well, the baby with me and her in the bed until he was in the other room, because we usually are together as a family, but
It's not easy.
I don't remember much.
Awkward silence is a pitfall every time. They got quiet. He didn't want to finish that statement, so he starts embellishing. Guarantee there's a story there. He didn't finish the sentence. We're usually together, but yeah. So where was he Sunday and Monday? When you start over embellishing, I don't need to know the sleeping arrangements in your house. I need to know where your baby's at. What were y'all doing, and what did you do for the 2 days? He didn't go missing while he was in bed with you. Duh.
When did you all realize that he was missing?
They didn't.
I was home with my oldest, my 2-year-old, and he was with, CJ was with him, and he went to go pay gas at the gas station and realized that he was gone.
Wow, there's so much going on right there. Notice he takes his hands off of her, and they've completely forgotten the story that they have concocted. And I'm going to say they because she knows what's going on here, because what she's saying and what he's saying are two very different stories. When she starts talking, he puts his hand on her shoulder. It's like, oh, whoa, wait, that's not what we agreed to. Because she's talking about Saturday night when they were all in the bed. After this, it just kind of gets crazy. I don't even know, guys. This is so messed up. It's not even funny. She's trying to look distraught. He is trying to be distraught. He's looking around. This is hot mess express. He wants out of here so bad. So bad. He gets, like, he steps back and tries to pull her back, keeps trying to shut her up and walk out of this press conference. He is not comfortable.
And he let the police know and me know that he was missing.
Do you guys have any idea if someone took him back taking him, or?
No.
No, I don't.
I wish we did know.
If we know, we would have already went there.
How's the rest of the family holding out? I know this is a tough ordeal, but
It's been taking a toll on everybody.
Everybody's saying prayers. Everybody's keeping an eye out for him.
This is just kind of a repeat of the last one. He wants her out of there. With the one arm, pat, shut up, didn't work. Now he's got both hands on her. He's up in the step up above her. It's a very intimidating kind of stance, but he wants out of there. He's looking at the I already forgot this. The police chief, I guess that's who this is, or the sheriff. I'm not sure. Like in this, like just please end this now. I think at this point we're all like, this is such a charade. So not too much after this. I've seen the video. I think he walks out the back door of the police department with her to go get in a car, and they arrest him. Like, it was so obvious. I think they had already had the arrest warrant before this press conference even started. And to be quite honest, she doesn't... to be a woman who just found out that they found her baby or knew he was dead, I don't know if they had found him at that point, but he was arrested for murder. I mean, she's not... Well, I guess it was manslaughter, not murder, but this was not the face of a woman who was like, oh my God, my boyfriend killed my baby's dead. It was, oh, they're going to take you to Target, I'll meet you in the parking lot and pick you up. It was that kind of completely calm. No tears, no nothing. She walked around to the other side of the car to get in the driver's side. It was so weird. So let's just go through some things that we know now. Saturday night, I guess they had a fight. He left with Caleb all day Sunday and Monday. It's reported that she was pretty hysterical. They were calling around. Nobody knew where he was. He had just taken the baby and left. And this is including Mother's Day, guys. Sunday was Mother's Day that week. Monday night, he goes to the Circle K gas station to buy cigarettes and get gas or whatever, and calls the police, calls 911 from there, and reports him as missing.
Good morning. I'm Sheriff Derek Cunningham with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. Today, really, I just want to say thank you to our partners in this case. We had several law enforcement agencies that assisted us, the State Bureau of Investigation, the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office, the Second Circuit District Attorney, as well as our District Attorney, Darrell Bailey, and the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I can't say enough about them. I mean, when you say join at the hip, we were joined at the hip throughout this whole investigation. I mean, but that's what it takes to be able to bring closure to cases like this, is the networking and it's the people that you have. And not to mention my staff, my investigators, they work 24/7 on this case. And I think I probably got the best group of investigators out here. And not to mention you all, because if it wasn't for the media, we wouldn't be able to put this message out. You all did a tremendous job getting this message out, and the community and the business owners that we've dealt with, everybody has been fantastic on this investigation with us. But anytime you're dealing with something that anybody that knows Sheriff Cunningham, I talk about our kids being 50% of our population, 100% of our future. But when we start talking about our children, and we start talking about we're losing our children, this case is something that, out of my 32 years of working in law enforcement, being in homicide, working cases, this says a lot. This says a lot. So this morning, Chief Deputy Murphy is going to go over the details, and then you'll hear from the FBI, and then you'll hear from our district attorney. Chief Murphy.
Thank you, Sheriff Cunningham. As most all of you are aware, Monday evening we received a call on 231 North going toward Wetumpka. There was a report of a missing child, and certainly the media was involved, and Aaliyah put out an Amber Alert of trying to locate this child. Our investigators responded late at night Monday, and several of them worked through the night. But by the following morning, that's Tuesday morning, we received the assistance from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And in the preliminary meeting, there was probably 30 law enforcement officers in the room. I counted 18 FBI agents. There were members, as the sheriff spoke about a moment ago. Aaliyah was there. And the way I really encapsulate this investigation was it was just good old-fashioned police work. Incident command system was implemented, and the training and the experience, the FBI, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Montgomery Police Department, Aaliyah, State Bureau of Investigation, of course, Elmore County Sheriff's Office, Lowndes County Sheriff's Office, and even some elements from the U.S. Marshal Service all understand this system. And when you're investigating a case with this breadth, it's very, very important that you not step over the same lead twice because there's so many moving parts. But the organization, incident command, with the FBI and the Sheriff's Office and the assisting agencies was just phenomenal. And we were making progress. By the end of the day, Tuesday, we probably had 50 or 60 members working on this task force. And then yesterday, probably even more, because we started expanding our search. But again, through just old-fashioned police work, we were able to find this little guy. This is Caleb Whisnand Jr. And I think that the media has these photos. But we were able to recover his body through investigative efforts. And as you were made aware yesterday, we initially charged his father, Caleb Whisnand Sr., with manslaughter with a $100,000 bond. And after the autopsy was conducted last night, there is evidence to indicate that the proper charge will be capital murder. And so that manslaughter charge will now be upgraded after consulting with Darrell Bailey and his staff at the District Attorney's Office to capital murder with no bond.
This morning begins the long process of going through the criminal justice system. The one thing that I can promise you is that this case will be prosecuted by the best prosecutors in this state, and that we will make sure that justice will prevail for this baby. You have my word on that.
Let's talk about Caleb Sr. right about now. Caleb Sr. was out on bond when he killed this 5-week-old baby that is his. The 2-year-old that she talks about in the press conference is not his, by the way. This baby was his. And he was out on bond because in February he was picked up for methamphetamine and heroin charges. He had a trial set for October. I don't even. So to say drugs were involved is probably the understatement of the year. It seems like he has quite a record. At another point in time, he had a car accident, or an almost accident, where a cop saw it and then got behind him to make sure everything was okay or whatever. And when they pulled him over, Angela, the mother, and the 2-year-old, which is not his, were in the truck. It was a truck. So they were all in the front seat, and he was high on meth then. And that's what he said to the cop, that he was high on meth and hadn't slept in 3 days and was really dehydrated. So yeah, parent of the year he is not, and neither is she. Why they were allowed to keep the 2-year-old at that point, I don't know. But speaking of that, baby CJ is baby number 5 for her. The first 3, her oldest 3, have all been taken away from her over drug charges and things like that on her. She is completely, no reunification is possible. They've completely terminated her parental rights. So this is not a new thing. I'm so sick of talking about moms and dads with missing, quote-unquote, children that we find out have been murdered by people who CPS is already involved in. It's becoming a thing. It's been a thing for a while, and I'm sick of talking about it. But something's got to give, guys. Something's got to give. There's got to be some amount of accountability. It's obviously not CPS's fault that he's dead. I know that. It's the dad's fault. The dad killed him. I'm not blaming CPS. What I am blaming, though, is CPS is supposed to be a safety net. They're supposed to catch the kids that fall through the cracks. And if the safety net has a humongous hole in the middle of it, what good is it doing? You know, we talk about how, you know, you hear that the sheriff in that press conference talk about kids are half of our population and 100% of our future, and you know they mean so much to us. And not picking on this guy, but just in general, politicians, police chiefs, whatever. Put your money where your mouth is. You want to talk about kids of the future, and you love kids, and they're the biggest priority. Start putting some money into some programs. Start revamping the CPS system. It's got to change. Something's got to change. You know, it's not uniform. Every state has different laws. And, you know, if you cross state lines, a lot of times you're going to get away with murder, quite literally. The kids are falling through the cracks. But that's definitely going to be something that we talk about a lot on my channel. And, you know, I hope you guys are open to the discussion. I'm not bashing social workers. I'm not. I'm asking for a little bit of accountability. You can have a great social worker and have terrible supervisors and stuff happen. It's not always the social worker. Sometimes they are overworked, underpaid, whatever. That's what I'm saying. You know, if you've got to pay them some more money, if you want to say kids are the priority, well, let's show them that that's the priority. You're seeing police departments get money for military style equipment, and I'm being serious about military. If you're a police department and you really need the money to go buy yourself a tank, y'all need to call in the National Guard. There's something going on. If you can afford a tank, you can afford to put some money into CPS. Why, you know, just like a simple thing to me, why aren't social workers given body cams like police are? It would protect them. I know some social workers are terrified when they go do these home visits. Put some body cameras on them. That way they say, this is what I saw when I went in. And I didn't think it was that bad, and so I didn't feel like I needed to remove the kid. You know, that would clear a lot of this crap out of the way. I think people would be more diligent just because there's a camera on. I don't know. What do you guys think? Obviously, we're going to follow this case as more stuff comes out. I don't have a ton of information on it right now, so we'll go over it as it comes out. But until next time, guys, bye.